Hey guys, this is Kelly. I have another process video for you using the March kit from the Hit Kit Club. And this is in response to, I believe it was one of the challenges from them, but I forgot to write it down. But anyway, that paper, the polka dot paper, was one of my favorites this month. I absolutely loved it. And as well as that mint green stripe paper. And what I'm doing now is I took a piece of green cardstock that I will never use and to be the background layer for my pieces so that I could piece together my new 12 by 12, I guess, cards, paper, if you want to call it that. So that's what I do with my colors of cardstock that I've received in other kits that I'll never use. I just save it for layouts like this. And I was not able to get any of the add-ons this month, so I am pulling from my stash some things that I think would also look well, and that is the Amy Tangerine Plus One 6x6 paper pad. And I just wanted to bring out some more of that pink and the black as well. And so what I've done is trimmed the photo just a tad bit so that I can layer some of these 6x6 papers. And that piece of paper that I'm tearing now was given to me is from Hazel and Ruby, one of those large tubes. I'm not sure if you've seen it in Michael's or not, but I really like it. It's thin like tissue paper, but it has a little bit more substance. For those of you that go way, way back, you'll remember mulberry paper. And, when you tore the edges, you had to like wet the edges to get them to feather out. I'm so glad that kind of went by the wayside, but this is kind of, it kind of reminded me a little bit of that when I pulled this out. So here I am just tucking some more layers and just trimming off the edges. Like I said, I didn't want it to, be a huge photo mat, just have some different colors peeking out. And the original layout that we were lifting had a bunch of torn edges, and I just couldn't tear all of the edges in the background, so that tissue type paper was my tribute to the torn edge. And at this point, what I'm doing is going through the Heidi Swapp Project Life cards. And I believe the collection's favorite things that I'm looking through, the colors from Heidi Swapp, the Project Life cards, work really well with this kit. It has a lot of pinks and blacks and teals and that chartreuse green. So what I'm doing right now is just pulling out anything that I think might work. I'm not trying to be too picky with it, just to kind of see if I can have anything work on the page. And with this Project Life card, I thought that I would cut that out and stick it in as a layer. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure why I ever moved it from the bottom. I think maybe just because I couldn't get it to work with the cluster, but it doesn't make it on this page. These Scrabble-like thickers are a pretty gold, and I love them, and they work well with the thickers that came in January's kit, that kind of pinkish purple. So I wanted to mix those, and you see I struggle with the placement. The tile thickers have absolutely no adhesive on the back, so once you take them off from the backing, they are dry as dry can be. So I went ahead and stuck them on wax paper just so that I can move the title around to see exactly where I wanted to place it. I struggled a little bit with this, and you'll see in a minute I end up actually turning the paper the other side with the green on top as opposed to the bottom. I didn't want all that trap space in between the title from that black and white stripe border, and felt like this worked better because I did want to do a little bit of journaling that I'll go back and do just above the title. So I'm just trying to have another look and see if there's anything else that I wanted to pull out. And I reached a stopping point with this day because I knew that I wanted another layer, but I just didn't quite know what I had in mind. And I found that gold and white vellum, and I believe that's Maggie Holmes, that little strip that I had in my stash. And I'm not sure who is the maker of that silhouette cut file. It might be a file from Wilna. It was already cut, and I misted it with the Heidi Swapp Gold Lame and just stuck it behind that corner for just a little bit of added interest. And that will also be one of my embellishment clusters. I'm putting some pop dots behind the letters that are raised. I put the letter I and the letter T on top of the other letters, just to give it a little bit of variety and a little interest. So I didn't want the letters to fall in or to fall off, so putting the pop dots on underneath them just helped make me feel better, in that hopes it's more secure. And that gold arrow is from the Jubilee rub-ons that came in the kit. And then I pulled that pink arrow from the Kiss Kiss chipboard that came in January's kit. Or was it February's? February's kit. Sorry, I'm getting my kits confused here. The rub-ons are very nice rub-ons as well. Anybody that's had trouble with rub-ons will understand how nice it is when the rub-ons actually work as they are intended. And I'm not sure how or what happened with the video, but it jumped ahead a little bit, and that upper right cluster with the gold, I added a heart from the Kiss Kiss chipboard, and then a Heidi Swapp flare that says totally awesome, fun, fabulous day, and some of the pink enamel dots, and that completed that cluster. And I don't end up showing this on camera. I came back the next day and I put a cluster that you will see in the stills at the end, and it is up in the upper left-hand corner. You've seen I've played around with it a couple of times during the video and just don't quite know what I'm going to put on it. And it ends up being a little bit more of that gold polka dot vellum and a strip from one of the Heidi Swapp Project Life cards with a few enamel dots, and another chipboard from the Kiss Kiss collection. And I just sprinkled some mist. That gold mist is a new mist that I just bought. It's from Prima, and I have to say this might be my favorite gold mist now. It might have just taken the place of the Heidi Swapp. We will see, but the mist is beautiful, and it just has a different shimmer and a slightly richer gold, I guess I could say. So that label in the bottom right hand corner is from my stash. I'm sure it's from an old Studio Calico sheet that they're digital downloads that I bought. And I am just dabbing up a little bit of the gold mist. I didn't want it to run when I was moving around the paper. And that completes this layout. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.